What conclusions did you draw?
Well, I think it was nice to be back in the car and with more people on track. I did a couple of tests last year with the 2018 car, but obviously I was alone on track, and it was nice to have that small competitive feel around you. And yeah, it was a normal winter test, just shorter than normal and very intense, because I think the team needed some answers from those 3 days, and we tried to help as much as we could.
And after 2 years away, how long did it take you to get back up to speed in the car?
I mean, it takes always time, and I'm not 100% yet. I think it is the same for many people, I guess, and for many drivers. Some of them, they change team. Some of them, they just feel always more comfortable after 5, 6, 4 races. So for me, it's not different, and I'm happy where we are now. But I think in a couple of races, I will feel more comfortable, even on the cockpit, the seat. We're still making small modifications, pedal positions. There are things that we need to keep adjusting.
Thank you. Esteban, your thoughts on the pre-season test? How different does this car feel to last year?
Yeah, it's been a very positive test. I think where we started with the car on day one to where we finish, it has been a lot of improvement and a lot of thoughts, going on. So, as Fernando said, very busy test days. Probably the testing that we've done in 3 days would have been nice to do it in 5, but we managed to do it in 3 with no issues. So that's very good. It means that reliability was there. Everyone was motivated. The atmosphere feels great in the team, and yeah, we are definitely looking forward to go racing now. And yeah, feels like we've been hanging around for a long time, but finally it's time.
Well, you're both back up to speed after the test, which brings us nicely onto this fan question. It's from one of your younger Bahraini fans. Take a listen to this.
Hello, my name is Lamia, and my question is, how does it feel when you drive an F1 car at 250 kilometers an hour?
So cute.
So how does it feel?
Yeah, it's a good question.
It's slow.
At 250, it's slow, yeah. It's a bit faster than that, but yeah, no, it feels great. I mean, fastest machine on earth to run on the ground. So yeah, it's you can't really compare it to anything else, I would say. So yeah, it's awesome.
And Fernando, in what circumstances does 250 feel fast? At Monaco?
Yeah, on a street circuit, normally it feels faster, everything. And on corners, 250 on the straights.
The night.
It's true that, yeah, at night it feels a little bit faster as well, things. But yeah, I think these cars on the straights at 250, it feels like not much. But yeah, when you are attacking, for example, here, turn 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, you feel the speed, you feel the G-forces. So it's quite a nice feeling.
Great stuff, and thank you for that great question. Now, let's open this up to the floor, and can we start, please, with Andrew Benson from the BBC?
Thanks, Tom. It's for Fernando. Fernando, what did you focus on? How did you go about ensuring that you came back to Formula One at the age of 39 as good as you were when you went away?
There are no guarantees. I think you just have your own confidence, trying to deliver what the team expects from you. But yeah, and there are no guarantees that I will be as in 2018, but yeah, I hope so. And I think when I decided to be back, I was trying to focus into the preparation, not only physically, but also technically, being with the team last year, or the second part of the season, and trying to be up to speed in the F1 language, let's say, where it's a little bit more technical than some other categories.
Thank you. Let's go next to Dieter Renken, please. Racing Lines.
Thank you, Tom. Hi, Fernando. Fernando, this is now you'll be driving with the third power unit in 6 years. First of all, how do they compare across the time? But apart from that, do you think that Renault can really get their power unit up to the same level as Mercedes before the freeze at the end of this year?
I think the power unit compares are always difficult to make because it changes many things, not only the power of the engines, the regulations, they change slightly. Now there are like this constant engine mode for qualifying and the race that has been introduced last year, and there are always different things to compare. But what I can say that I think we are all very happy in Alpine with the power unit that we have this year. It's an evolution of last year, obviously, and it felt very strong. It felt very good on testing. We had 0 issues, and we accumulate a lot of laps. And I think the main difference or the thing that probably in the last 6 years I felt is the reliability improvements. You know, it's quite difficult now to see any problems on any of the engines for all the testing, racing, etc. So, you know, it has been an impressive job from everybody.
And Esteban, how much of a step forward does this year's power unit feel over what you were using last year?
Yeah, I think it is a step forward. Definitely, the team has worked on some areas that you know we thought could be worked on, and we've seen already in pre-season testing that it was a step better. You know, the understanding I go through every year. Obviously, the rules are different, but they haven't changed so much. So the teams have new ideas and new thoughts behind what they do, and I think it is the best power unit so far that I've run in my whole career. It's hard to compare, you know, with the other ones. But yeah, more the year develops, and the faster the engine goes. So that's obviously a great thing.
Thank you. Let's go next to Christian Nimmervoll, please, motorsport.com.
Thank you, Tom. Question is to Fernando. Fernando, I'm sure you came back into F1 to win again. Now, this is probably not going to happen short term. And knowing you're roughly the same age as me, even 1 year older, and I do start to feel old a bit at times, have you set sort of a maximum time frame for this project?
No, not really. I think is Formula One or the sport in general is not exactly mathematics where you can plan things ahead. You are just trying to make it, you know, as fun as possible and as enjoyable as possible your journey. At the same time that you are working hard to deliver the results and to get those dreams that you have in your head. So it's no different to me, trying to make this comeback, you know, a good shot on trying to win races or try to be as competitive as possible, but not with a clear target or a clear time set on things. But you know, so far enjoying, and I know that the repeated question is my age and my comeback, but I'm a little bit surprised because I'm not that old, and even
he looks like 20 as well. I mean, he's very young. He didn't age at all.
Esteban wants my hair. Getting better and better. But no, I mean the world champion and the guy dominating the sport is 35, no, or 36 or something. It's not that I'm 20 years older or something to have, you know, the repeat question every time.
Fernando, this leads quite nicely into a question that's come in via email from Phil Horton at Motorsport Week. He asks, you're at the start of your new chapter with Alpine, but what would mark a successful outcome at the eventual conclusion of the project, whenever that may be?
I don't have a clear target on what I want to achieve in this comeback. A target in terms of results. What I want to do is testing myself and try to help the team in this important moment of this transition from Renault to Alpine and the great future that I think this team has for the next coming years and the new set of regulations. You know, I'm here to help the team with the experience or with the knowledge that I may accumulate in the years and try to build a momentum into the team that carry on from 2022 and the future. So, we all love to win, but there is only one that can do that every Sunday, and at the end of the year, only one become champion. So, that's a very difficult target to set. I will be happy and I will consider a success if we grow up together, the team and myself, in the next coming years, and we are a contenders sooner than later.
Do you consider yourself just a driver or something of a player manager now?
Just a driver.
Thank you. Let's go next, please, to Scott Mitchell from The Race.
Thanks, Tom. Yes, another question for Fernando. Fernando, when you did your deal to come back, obviously, Cyril Abiteboul was in charge at Renault. I just wanted to know sort of if there any kind of impact on Cyril leaving, really, for you, or was your faith always in, say, Luca Di Maio from a senior leadership point of view and the wider Enstone and Bury organisations?
Well, link with the last answer, I'm just a driver, so it's true that last year Cyril was team principal, and then President Luca Di Maio changed a bit the management, and you just try to work the best you can with all your bosses and try to help the team as much as you can. And I felt okay last year with Cyril. I feel okay and very good this year with the structure that we have. So, I think if the changes were made by the president, it was a reason behind, and we all support that decision.
Thank you, Fernando. Can we go next, please, to Ben Hunt from The Sun?
Next question to Fernando as well. Is there a particular moment that you can take us back to last year where you decided that the time was right to go back to F1?
I think the decision was made, around March or April, the last few conversations or official conversations with President and with Cyril. So it was before the championship started. I remember clearly that from Australia there was this comeback. The whole paddock came back from Australia, and then it was delayed the start of the season until Austria, and it happened in that moment. So, it was a time for me after Dakar that I thought that what could be my next challenge, and Formula One was the most attractive option.
Thank you. We've got time for one more question if we're quick. Over to you, Dieter Renken, Racing Lines.
Thank you, Tom. Fernando, based on your question that you've just given, that between April and the 1st of July or thereabouts, you decided to make your comeback, and you referenced the president, I assume, Mr. Di Maio. Are you saying that you had your discussions during that period with him?
No, obviously it was an open group of people. You are not only talking with one person. It was more people involved. But I was lucky enough to have the possibility to talk with the president. That it was coming a few months or few weeks later than we thought. We talked, and I think his plans and his vision for the future of Formula One and the commitment for Formula One was very convincing, and I think we are in good hands, and I think all the Alpine team and the group Renault is very happy in this moment to have Luca as our leader.
Great stuff. Thank you, guys. That's all we've got time for. Best of luck this weekend. Thank you.